Yeah. Alright, I'm going to have to do a plane change maneuver, though, if I want this to work. So let's go ahead and set Gilly as target. And let's see how much this is going to cost me. So if I go down, that's a lot of delta V. That is a stinking lot of delta V. I only have 650 meters a second delta V left. But it's possible. However, what I could do is just come out here and bring it down at this point. So if I do this, see, that's only 78. I could do that. I'm out of contact, that's fine. And if I do that, that means all I would need to do is just wait for this thing to come around. Periapsis would be higher. It's no problem. Or I could bring it out here. Let's see. No, don't want to do that. I want to find an equilibrium point in which it's going to be the cheapest to create an intersecting orbit with Gilly. So that cost me 127, 118. So I think it's about right here is where that point is. $14. $16. Yeah, it seems to be that's the amount. And if I do it again over here, where I line the entire thing, yeah, that's over 300. So yeah, where I'm going to want to do it out here. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and mess around with this a little bit, see if I can find a good spot for me to do an orbital change here so it can intersect Gilly, and see if I can get this to work. So I'll see you when I have that finished. Alrighty, so I have just put myself into an intersecting orbit with Gilly. Obviously, I'm not reaching Gilly at any point here, because my closest approach is going to be here, Gilly's going to be at here. So at this point, I just need to do a little waiting. Now, I'm going to have plenty of energy, because I am closer to the sun. Therefore, the solar panels are more efficient. That's not going to be a problem. So at this point, all I'm going to do is just wait for things for the planet to align. And actually, see how close that is now? I'm out of contact. Come on. Okay. So at this point, what I could do is plan another maneuver here. So I'm going to be here, and I'm going to be behind it. So if I could bring my orbital period down, but as you see, that makes it so I'm too far. So I might need to bring it around here. Nope. There we go. Awesome. Alrighty, so I have an intercept plan for Gilly here, and I'll be able to adjust that even more in the future. So is my periapsis going to be too low, though? My periapsis is going to be 180, which is fine. That is perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and speed time forward towards the maneuver here as we go out of stinking contact. Come on. I think it's the satellites aligning again. There we go. Okay, I'm going to be a little bit late on this. That's okay. I'm going to be 23 minutes late on it. That's fine. I'll deal with that. And we'll go ahead and do a little burn here. And as we have it here now, we are in an encounter with Gilly. So if I do this anymore, nope, it's going to bring me farther away. So I'm going to have to probably adjust my maneuver at apoapsis and continue on that way. So I'll just go ahead and speed type forward again here. Okay, and we will see how this works. So we want to have a maneuver set on the blue line. Here we go. And we will see how this works. So if we're probably going to want to go up a bit. Yeah, we want to go up a bit. We want to go northward a bit. And I think I might have actually set up for a collision, maybe? No. Okay. But we're going to be too far that way, so we probably want to go like so. 37. Gilly's so it's really tiny, so it's kind of difficult to deal with. Kind of messed that up, though. Darn it. Okay. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and plan that again. So I'm going to go ahead and adjust with these maneuver nodes again. Did I do that on the right line? Yes, I did. I'm going to adjust with these maneuver nodes again, see if I can get a closer approach to Gilly, and I'll see you when I'm probably ready to encounter Gilly. Alrighty, so I am set up for an encounter with Gilly on a really close flyby. Gilly is really tiny, so close is really, really close. Only at 5 kilometers away from Gilly's surface, and you have to take into account that how bumpy Gilly is. It's going to be a little crazy, and actually, now I'm looking at it, I'm going to be coming behind Gilly. Now, I would like to see if I can get into orbit around this thing. But I don't know if that's going to be the case. So, if we do a few things here. Alright, we're first going to calculate what it's going to take to get into orbit around Gilly. It is going to take, whoops, 472 meters a second to delta V, which we can do, honestly, we could kind of just do this right here and get into an elliptical trajectory. However, I'm going to be out of contact when this thing is needing to do that orbit. So what I'm probably going to want to do is bring this thing southward so my orbit is kind of like about right here and do the maneuver. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and bring it south and close that out. Because I want to have line of sight with home in order to get there. Now I want to bring it closer though, so I'm going to want to bring it, point it in the westward direction. As I'm doing this, I'm definitely bringing my delta V budget down. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this thing into orbit. Yeah. Alright, well, we're definitely going to see. we're definitely going to see. So what is our flyby mission option here? So we go to missions, and no, we don't want to go to missions. We go to packages, and close this out. We're going to choose Gilly, select, flyby. Oh, we can get it within 28,000, which is good, actually. We're going to be able to do that. So let's go ahead and select that mission. Select mission, flyby. So as soon as we get it within 28,000, we finish the mission, save and close. And there's another 46,000. Alrighty. So we only have 425 meters a second of delta V budget left. If we go ahead and plan for a capture, what is that going to cost us? Even at the furthest distance around here. That's going to cost us 419. We could do a capture, nearly polar too, and we can even do an impact, I believe, with a few more meters a second delta V, and we'll crash into it. So yes, that's what we're going to plan on doing. Let's go ahead and get into orientation here. It's going to take us 19 seconds. We're actually late on it. Let's go, let's go. And we're actually out of fuel, I believe. Okay, we've done it. We have done it. Our fuel left is minuscule. So I don't know if we're going to be able to do the final mission, but let's go ahead and select our mission here. We're going to choose probe orbit. Select mission. Oh, we're going to need to raise the minimum periapsis. Wow. Okay. Oh, that was actually too close for mission. Alright, so we're going to... Oh, man, I can't even... This thing is so small, it kind of messes with warp. Alright, come on. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and wait for this thing to get up to apoapsis, and then I'll go ahead and see if I can adjust it at all, see if I can make this minimum periapsis, not the minimum periapsis, but the periapsis above the minimum, and we'll go ahead and continue from there. Alrighty, I am back. I'm going to see if I can raise the periapsis here. I only have 0.16 units of liquid fuel and 0.20 amounts of liquid oxidizer here. So let's just go ahead and give it a little thrust here. And yes. Alrighty. We finished that mission. Very nice. I think we might be able to break 1 million if we can just do this one last impact here. So if we go ahead and bring our orbit down again. And I actually had that set to surface. That was a problem. Actually, let's go ahead and take a look at something here. My polar probe orbit mission, I believe it required circular, but I'm going to go ahead and double check. Yes, it requires close to circular orbit, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to plan for a probe impact into Gilly, for science reasons, of course, and see if we can finish this goal here. So let's go ahead and do so. We just need to bring our orbit down below the surface of Gilly, and it will impact. So we're going to go ahead and do so. Yes! That's all we need to do. So all we need to do is just wait for this thing to hit Gilly, and our mission will be complete. But considering how slow this thing is going, it might not actually explode. But we will see. We will see. So as we wait for this thing to continue and crash into Gilly for the science reasons, obviously I'm not playing the latest version of, I am playing the latest version of Kerbal Space Program at the moment. However, I'm not doing career mode, so science is a non-issue. We're gonna pretend it's for science, of course. But yes. as it continues onward in here into Gilly. We will get closer and closer views of Gilly from its dark side. Unfortunately, we never really got to see a good view of Gilly. And its probe. Man, I should have waited until... I waited beforehand and done a screenshot here. That's fine, though. Excuse me. So, yeah, it's going to be kind of hard to see when we are going to impact. I did upgrade to the latest version of Flight Engineer, so let's just go ahead and see if we can go to Surface. And Altitude, Terrain, only 4,000. So, and it says that we're going to impact in 4 minutes. And we can't even speed time up here. I believe if we do a time warp here, it's going to take less time. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and speed time forward here until we actually do the impact, so you can see that in all its glory. And we can go ahead and call it a day for our Eve missions. And then we can go back to doing something more, maybe doing some more Minmus stuff. I still want to do Minmus stuff. For those of you who have said that, you know, Kerbal attachment system looks really buggy, yes it is, but I've seen it work flawlessly in different situations, so you know, I just need to, you know, be wary of that before I you know, do any more of that. So anyway, actually I don't need to speed time forward here. We're actually gonna hit Gilly here pretty quickly. We're only about 400 meters away from surface. Now about 300. 20 seconds away. Go ahead and bring up our mission controller here. It is set to impact mission. So just go ahead and close this out. Here we go. It's happening. There we go. You can see it's going to crash. And wow. Our probe is actually... Okay. Now it's gone. So if we go to mission controller, yes, we finished the goal. We found our important information from our impact mission. Save. Good, and go ahead and close this out. And now, I think for the first time, we are above 1 million crones on our budget, which is great. So we had a few pieces of debris here, and I don't know, they might have gone... No, they're not. I was thinking that they might have gone back into the Eve system out of Gilly, but no. Sadly, no. They're going to go ahead and crash it at some point. So, anyway, we have finished this mission, these missions to Eve and Gilly to explore this planetary system for its secrets that it might reveal, and we are done. Anyway, so... Yes, alrighty, so we are going to go ahead and continue in the future, probably do some more Minimus missions, but until then, I'm glad you watched the video. I hope you enjoy it. Please stay tuned for another episode, and once again, this was Shimmy, and I'll see you on the next episode.